Okay, so today we're going to teach you guys how to make a reflection in sunglasses other than what the reflection already is. So you're going to open Photoshop at the bottom of your screen. You're going to drag the photo that you took of the person in sunglasses into Photoshop. While you're there, you're going to select one of the lenses using the lasso tool. We suggest using the magnetic lasso tool. It makes it easier to connect it. As you can see, it connects to the frame of the glasses a lot easier than the normal lasso tool. Okay, once that's selected, you're gonna go up to the top of your computer desk. You're gonna go to Layer, New, Layer. Okay, you're gonna title this layer Left Lens. Press OK. Once you're on that layer, you're gonna make sure that your foreground color is set to black, and your background color is set to white, as it is on our screen. Once you're there, you're going to click Option Delete to fill in the selected area with black, as we did. Drag the image of the sky that you took. Drag that into Photoshop. You're going to make it a separate document so you can drag it in a lot easier. Once you're there, you're going to drag it, just the image. You're going to make sure you're on the select tool and drag it in. As you see, it's there now. And you're going to make sure that the left lens layer is selected. You're going to make a clipping mask by hitting Command T to make a clipping mask. So, make a clipping mask, which is in right there, in Layer, and then you go down to clipping mask. Okay. If you messed up like we did, go back and make sure that the layer for layer 1, that one's selected, and then make the clipping mask like that. Okay. Okay. And then you're going to click Command T to resize so it looks more natural. Make sure to hold Shift so the whole picture resizes, not just the section that you're playing with. And then hit Command D to let it down. Okay. Then you hit Return to make it stay. To add the inner shadow, which makes it look more natural, you're going to click on the lens, make sure that the lens is selected, and you're going to click on the layer, click Layer, and then click on Layer Styles icon, which is okay. And then as you see, once you're on that icon, okay, go to inner shadow. Turn on outer. Okay, you're gonna set it to the opacity to 75. You're gonna set the angle to 65. And you're going to set the distance to 1, the choke to 0, and the size to 3. As you can see, it gives it more of a rounded shape so it looks more natural. You're going to apply a spherized filter by clicking on the right reflection lens, or the left reflection lens, whichever one you're working on at the time. and you're going to then hold down Command and click directly on the right lens thumbnail to select the section. And then you're going to go to Filter at the top of the screen, click Distort, and then choose Spherize. Make sure it's set to horizontal only. And we suggest setting it to around 25 to 30% depending on how curvy the lens is. So however you make it, to make it look more natural and like it's actually a reflection. Like so. Then you're gonna click OK. Duplicate the left reflection layer by clicking Command J while the layer is selected. You're gonna rename that one Multiply.
And if layer 1 is not already renamed, you're going to rename it Left Reflection.
Okay, once you're on the Multiply layer, you're going to go to the layers right above it where it says Normal and make it Multiply, set it to Multiply. As you can see, it makes it darker. If it's too dark or if it's too light for the lens, all you have to do is go to the opacity, and you can set it to about 65 to make it a little bit more natural. We set ours to 49 because it just looks more natural with the lens that we have. Okay. If you need to darken it, again, go to opacity and change it so it's darker. To add a highlight, select the gradient tool, and we want to add a transparent gradient. Okay. It should be set to transparent right there. Nope. Yeah. Okay. And then you're going to press X to swap the foreground and the background color. As you can see, just press it once. As you can see, it sets the foreground color to white and the background color to black, so you get a highlight. Then with the gradient tool, Control-click anywhere inside the document to bring the gradient thing. And then you're going to pick the second one in, which is the transparent. So, once that's clicked. Okay. Select the second gradient tool. Load the selection once again around the lens. Selection tool. Around the lens again. Yeah, like that. And what you're going to do is add a new layer at the top. Hold down the Command key and click directly on the right lens layer, left lens layer. That's how you select it. And add a new layer at the top of the layers palette. Make sure the Multiply layer is currently selected. And you're going to rename this layer Highlight. Drag out a highlight gradient layer so it looks like the sun is hitting it from the left-hand corner down a little bit at an angle. Just like that. As you can see, it adds a bit of a highlight, and what you want to do is change the opacity to about 83 so it doesn't look so harsh. We're setting ours to about 69-ish, just so it looks more natural, because ours is at a different angle than most pictures. And once you're done with that, you're going to hit Command D so it stops being selected. And that's pretty much all you have to do, and then you repeat all the same steps for the second layer, for the second lens.
If you have different colors, kind of like we do where the pictures are different, you could always go to Image Adjustments, Hue and Saturation, and you could play around with it. You could get it to be a different hue. You get a darker, lighter, and then you can press OK, and you could also do brightness and contrast. Hypen up the contrast a little bit, maybe darken it, brighten it, anything you want, and then you click OK, and then you repeat all the steps that we just did for the right lens, but just name it right lens and right reflection, and then you press File, Save As, and then you save it as Sunglass Reflection. Press OK, press Save, and you are done.